Hey guys, welcome back to With Personas. We're My Academia Part 7. Last time I left off, Deku started face off against Shadow Ida, and we're going to start from that. I am a shadow, the true self. Why is it right why is it right to allow those who kill to live? They should receive the damage they have done to people tenfold. And anyone who gets in my way will be destroyed. So step aside and let me kill that sociopath. I can't let you do that, Ida. So you're gonna have to kill me. But before Deku starts fighting Ida, he sends out a text to Toroki and Ida. No, not Ida. Toroki and Uraraka saying shadows, which says shadows, and with his location attached to it. Meanwhile, Uraraka's training with Venus at Gunhead's agency. When she got the from text message from Deku, she quickly went to Gunhead and explained to him what was happening. Which Gunhead responds by saying, Go, your friend needs you." The reason why Gunhead is allowing Uraraka to go is because most of the heroes that took on Persona users for the internships were informed about shadows. Were informed about what shadows were and how Persona users are the best chance they have of fighting them. The only person who was not informed was Endeavor, because he did not bother to even show up to receive this information, and Todoroki sure as hell won't tell him. Anyway, with that, Gunhead pointed in the direction that Uraraka would have to go to get there faster, and with that, Uraraka summoned out Venus and busted out her new trick, Interstellar Launch. Venus has launched Uraraka up into the air at high speeds, soaring through the air. Uraraka noticed a dark presence ahead of her, so she used quickly made herself float before impact and released herself, where she saw Deku, some guy with swords, and Ida surrounded by shadows. Uraraka jumped in to meet Deku, who was shocked about how fast she got there, how fast she got here. To which says she just laughs, saying, "Well, a girl has her ways. I just took inspiration from what you did at the sports festival and launched myself over here. Except I didn't crash into a wall." Deku just says, I'm never gonna hear that end of that, am I? Nope. Anyway, why is he being shadow possessed? Well, the guy knocked out over there is the hero killer Stain, and he paralyzed Ida's brother. So Ida decided to take his revenge. And here we are now. So we may have to fight him to help bring him back to his senses. Can't you just talk to him like you do with Toroki? It's not that simple. Toroki was not fighting the main cause of his shadow, so he was in a bit more control of himself. But Ida was fighting the very person who caused his shadow to show up, so it'll be much harder to get through to him. Suddenly, Ida launched an attack directly at Uraraka and Deku, but it was blocked by a wall of ice. You know, Midoriya, you should never let your guard down when facing shadows. You taught us that yourself. Thanks for safe, Toroki. Now that the whole team's here, let's bring Ida back to his senses. Uraraka, you keep Ida from using his quirk and prepare another launch for me this time. Toroki, I need you to block Ida's attack with your quirk and get working on Ice Hammer. And don't use it, just keep it ready. I'll shoot Ida with my arrows to weaken him a bit. Got it? Uraraka and Toroki respond saying, "Got it." So they put their plan into action. Toroki kept blocking any attacks heading towards them with his ice and fire, while Coin prepared an ice hammer. And Uraraka had Venus use Aqua to make the floor slippery, keeping Ida in place. To which Ida just let out a huge roar saying, "Kill Stain! Kill Stain! Kill Stain!" Deku was shooting at Ida, weakening him. Then Toroki yelled, "The hammer's ready!" Deku just said, "Good, hand it to me." Toroki did just that, and Deku yelled, "Uraraka, now!" "Right, right. Here we go. Combination move. Interstellar Detroit Hammer." Deku launches at Ida, hitting him with an ice hammer while using 5% of one for all. Oh yeah, he charges 5% full counting, I think. I said that. Oh, she sends Venus in front of Deku, who charges up 5% full tally. And it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Launch at Iida, hitting him with the ice hammer using 5% of one for all, sending Iida flying. Stain had woken up to see this and wonders, who are these kids? He decides to watch this for a bit, considering he can't really move without experiencing immense pain. I think his bones are broken at this point. But Iida just says, Why? Why are you getting in my way, Midoriya? Don't you know what he did to Tensei, my brother? I know, Iida. But just look at yourself. Is this what the great Ingenium has become? Is this what you have become, Iida? I admired you and your motivation to become a hero. But a hero a hero's job is to help people who are in danger, even if it costs them their lives. I aim to become someone who can save people with a smile on my face. But are you are really gonna you are really gonna ruin the Ingenium name just to get your revenge? What would Tensei say about that? Iida, what would he say? Iida's shocked to hear all this and is just thinking, he's right. If I'm go if I go through with this, I'll destroy the Ingenium name. So I will not accept the fate. No, not the fate. Fuck. I will not accept the fact. Just accept the fact that I hate Stain. But I can't let that cloud my judgment. I will not let these shadows use me like like a puppet. Suddenly, a ray of light comes out from Iida, blinding everyone. And when the light dies down, they see a figure behind Iida, with Iida saying, "Nice to meet you, Hermes." Then Iida just passes out while Stain is thinking, this Midori kid may actually be worthy of being called a hero. Then the pros arrive to see Stain beaten up the pro hero native and 4 kids, one of which is passed out on the ground. And just like in canon, Deku gets taken by a flying gnomon and Stain saves him, making his huge speech before collapsing from the pain. The next day, they are in the hospital, and Todoroki asks Deku, Midoriya, when we were fighting Iida, I never got the chance to ask, but were me and Bakugo like that, just like that? Deku looks down and says, yes and no. Bakugo was just like that, yes. But you were more in control than them. You were fighting me, so when it happened, so you were more sensible. If you were fighting Endeavor, then you have been just like Iida. But you weren't. I see. Did anyone get seriously hurt while I was possessed, though? No, not really. I managed to get you back before you did any serious damage. Thank you, Midoriya. No problem, Todoroki. Then Iida says, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for what happened. I was so weak. I let those shadows get the better of me. I know what I did was unforgivable, but I apologize. Iida, it's fine. It's not your fault. That's right, Iida. Uh, and no matter what happens, we'll always be there to help you both as a hero and as your friend. I mean, it's not like you're the only one who got shadow possessed. I mean, look at me. The only one here who got shadow possessed. I mean, look at me. Iida starts tearing up, saying, thank you all so much. You are all amazing friends, and as a Persona user, I will do my best to help you fight. You you all fight. No, wait, you all fight the shadows. I swear it on the Agenian name. Then Gunhead, Gunhead this time because Uraraka's part of this. Gran Torino, Manuel, and Police Chief arrive, telling the 4 that they will not be taking credit, and credit will be going to Endeavor, which the 4 of them understand. Which the 4 understand. Todoroki a bit more begrudgingly. But when they are discharged from the hospital, well, at least when Iida is discharged from the hospital, he was there much longer than Uraraka, Todoroki, and Deku because he received the most injuries from it. Yeah, getting hit by a 1-for-all powered ice hammer at high speeds. Yeah, that got hurt like hell. Wherever. Where was I? Oh yeah, Deku takes some time to go to go to the develop room and talk to Igor, Miyato, and you and Veronica about what happened with Iida. And Miyato says, Hermes? Man, that brings back memories. Why is that? Oh, well, one of my friends had the same persona. His name was Junpei Iori. He was a bit of a flirty mess, but he was a good guy and an amazing teammate. I'm glad to have met him. Wow, so what is Hermes' element? Mainly fire. Pretty good when it comes to fighting ice shadows. Looks like I need to train Iida with his persona at some point. Well, thanks Miyato for the information on Hermes. I'll keep it in mind and see you guys later. Bye, Deku. Everyone says that. I don't know how you guys voice them at all. But where was I? Oh yeah, Hermes. But okay, I'm right now reading script, so this might be pretty short to be honest. Okay, when everyone returns to UA, Uraka, Deku, Todoroki, and Iida are met with their classmates asking them if they're okay after the stain incident and that they were lucky that the Endeavor saved them, which they all respond in a sort of distasteful way. Yeah, we are very lucky that he showed up and saved us. Just thinking, yeah, right, Iida took him down, and we stopped Iida from killing him. Later, Aizawa announces the final exams, and he tells Deku to teach the class a bit more about shadows, which Deku does, and everyone decides to train and stay even harder for the exam because they need to get better in case they run into shadows and Deku, Todoroki, and Uraka were not there to help them, which they would actually lead to more people passing the written test at least than canon. And unlike in canon, no one believed that they would fight robots for their exam, considering the villain attacks and the shadows. So they figured that there was more to it. Most of them figured that there would be more to it than that. But what they did not expect was the fact they would be fighting against their teachers. Yeah, I don't think everyone would expect that. To be honest, I don't see many of the fights changing. The only ones I can see changing are Deku and Bakugo versus All Might, Uraka and Aoyama versus 13, and Todoroki and Momo versus Aizawa. So let's get into those fights. How about we? Why don't we get into those fights, shall we? I don't remember the exact order they came in, so I'm just gonna go with first the ones I thought of first. Final exam for Uraka and Aoyama versus 13. This almost goes the same as in canon, mostly due to the fact that 13's black hole is sucking up any of Venus's attacks, so that's not really going to change that much. Up until where Aoyama asked Uraka if she likes Deku. She did not let go, as in canon, at least, accidentally at least. She didn't let go accidentally at least. She gets an idea on how to beat 13, and this is a move she has been practicing at Gunhead's Agency to increase her effectiveness in hand-to-hand combat. But it takes a lot of energy, so she knew she would have to make it count. She calls out Venus and uses her interstellar launch to fly at high speeds towards 13, causing 13 to stop her black hole as to not kill Uraka. Then she saw Uraka smirk and say, "Time to show the result of my training. Venus, now, water gauntlets!" Suddenly, two gauntlets form on Uraka's hands, and she punches 13 in the face. And with the combination of speed and power and the power of the gauntlets, 13 was knocked out cold. You can almost see a crack in her helmet. Yeah, she was going to feel that when she wakes up. So Uraka and Aoyama pass, and Uraka started blushing, thinking back to what Aoyama's comment about her and Deku. By the way, her feelings are even stronger than in canon, since they have spent much more time together training with personas. So yeah, they spent much more time together than canon. So when they all meet up, Uraka gets even more flustered than canon when she's asked about what Aoyama and her were talking about. Now, let's just move on to Todoroki and Momo versus Aizawa. Due to Deku's influence on Todoroki showing him that he's part of a team, he needs to be open to to the ideas of his teammates. So now he is actually more inclined to ask Momo about if she has a plan on how to fight Aizawa. So the plan Momo made comes out earlier than canon. However, there are some differences to this plan. Todoroki would use Venus to create a wall of ice because if Aizawa sees this, he won't be able to stop it because his quirk does not affect personas. Giving Momo enough time to create the flashbang dolls, she would throw them through little gaps in the ice wall to blind Aizawa, giving Momo a chance to trap Aizawa in his own scarf. And Todoroki would trap Aizawa in ice as an extra precaution, giving them the win much earlier than in canon. Now, Deku and Bakugo versus All Might. This one actually has the most differences to it, I guess. I don't know. But whatever. Since Baku has a little more respect for Deku than canon in this what if, he would be more willing to make a plan with him. But Bakugo would ask Deku, why would you do that thing you did during the obstacle course at the sports festival? I'll keep All Might busy while you fire yourself through the exit. Deku would see this as a pretty good plan, but he really did not want to do it, considering how he ended up being last time. He told Baku this, and Baku just said, "Don't you have a way to avoid that?" This causes Deku to think about the back, and he realizes that he might actually have a way to prevent it. It's really risky, but it could work. After a bit, All Might shows up and throws a destroyed smash, which the two narrowly avoided. Well, after doing which they narrowly avoided. Deku looks at Bakugo and nods, which Bakugo smirks at, thinking, "Good, we have a plan. You better not screw up, Deku." So Deku dashes away, leaving Bakugo to distract All Might, who is just confused on what Yamadori is doing. I am here. What is Yamadori doing? He's just very away. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm just glad I found some over some right now, cheering myself up right now. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, while Bakugo and All Might are fighting, Deku starts a one for all 10% arrow and prepares to shoot himself towards the exit. Then he sees Bakugo getting pinned to the ground, and he adjusts his aim just a little bit. He shoots the arrow and is flying directly towards All Might, and in a blinking eye, he throws it. Deku throws a 5% smash directly into All Might's face, sending him flying. Deku takes this chance of All Might being dazed to grab Bakugo and fire another 10% arrow, shooting both of them towards the exit. They're almost there when All Might caught up and tried to throw a smash right at them, Bakugo thinking fast, he pulls the pin on his gauntlet, pointing it directly towards the ground, causing the two to go over All Might. And before All Might could react, Deku grabbed Bakugo's arm and pulled the pin, releasing a huge explosion that hit All Might in the back, and launched both the two through the exit. And to avoid a very painful reunion with the ground, Deku summoned Titan and used Garu to slow their descent, and that at least minimized the pain that came from the impact. Yeah, they're still gonna feel that. Not the headache you get from that, honestly. And with that, Deku and All Might Deku and Bakugo pass. And Bakugo told Deku, "You may have diverted from the original plan, but not bad, nerd. Not bad at all." I don't know what happened to my Bakugo voice. I used to have one. Damn nerd. I don't know. Fucking whatever. Deku was in shock receiving this compliment from Bakugo of all people. He just smiled and said, "Thanks, Kachan. You were amazing back there yourself." Holding out his fist, and Bakugo just smirks and does the same, giving each other a fist bump and heading to where the people who finished their exam would meet up. As you can see, Deku and Bakugo's relationship has developed into a friendly rivalry, more that more than Bakugo just being a grade A douchebag. In fact, Bakugo sees not only Deku as a rival, but he also sees Todoroki and Uraraka as rivals because they are Persona users like Deku, just not as experienced. He doesn't see Iida as a rival because Iida never summoned his Persona in front of the whole class. So Iida being a Persona user is still an unknown by most people. The only people who would know about it is Deku, Uraraka, Todoroki, Aizawa, and All Might. Every, other than that, everything else goes as in canon, and Deku teaches Iida how to summon Hermes, which Iida does get used to summoning the summoning process, so that's cool. That's going well. Then, by the way, I'm skipping the whole fucking um, robbery practice thing because don't, I don't really want to go through that. To be honest, I was lazy, but it's just filler, and that's just something I don't feel like going through. And I think the okay, if I'm right, Island goes before the mall. Yeah, no, it goes Island, pool, then mall. I think that's it. So I can do this. Okay. So, where was I? Then All Might would invite Deku to join him on a trip to Island. And since Deku already has a ticket to Island because he won the sports festival, so he already received one. He was the one who received one instead of Bakugo. He decides to call his teammates and ask if they want tickets. They all tell him that they are already going to Island. So and they decide that they meet up there. So Deku decides to ask Bakugo if he wants to go, wants the if he wants the tickets, and which he agrees. So Bakugo and Kirishima are in the Two Heroes movie. I think that's the one, right? It's Two Heroes. Yeah, Two Heroes. And I am going to leave it off there. The next part will cover the attack on Island, which may end up being a two-part. I don't know. But I will see you all next time. And I am so glad finals are over and I can focus on this wife more. I'll see you all next time. Bye.